And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably... Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number one versus number two, and that's really all that needs to be said. As we'll see the number one team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground, he's got it again. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I love when players understand the situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's right on target. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That is a really good looking throw. Think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On the move, it's Etienne. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
I love the aggressive nature and the play call there. The opening drive in the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, just take a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical, and then guess what? It's in passing situations. Now I'm quick, now I'm on the edge, now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
The Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Evans. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this.
And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Bell. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Finds his tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's live. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, he had an You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Georgia sends out the punt team. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Dogs are on the move. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and we've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Yeah, 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 4th down attempts. They'll try it again. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught on the outside, it's Etienne. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
And aggressive play calls. Anybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive quarterback. You pick up a bunch of yards on the 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, it's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such good playmakers. I just want to get to them and let them make it happen. A lot of times, we're running to them, so we're focused on chasing them down, funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm doing a good job getting ahead of the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, running back on the move. The Dogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Going up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldog! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Unloads it downfield. Fires a ball. Now it's picked up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the deck.
He's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fake balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pulls it in. It's Belton. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. He lets it fly. And that pass is caught at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and the
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds. Got a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but it was not a great thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and it's just on to the next down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Lovett. And Shore tagged from there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Georgia going up tempo. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got him, and they convert. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack. Their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points were waiting on them. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand. I know you got your favorites. You're going to look out there and that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the 1st down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the 1st down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grab in the backfield. It's holding. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
What you talk about in defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires toward the target. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers. And he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation. And he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
On the move. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They're bringing heat. And they get the sack just like that.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half of the next game.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play as he set up. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down and score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
After misfiring, it's second down. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Throws to the wide out. Holds it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, you're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Coming after it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. Does that, drops the ball right in his hand.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's got it down the left the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. 3:25. He's going to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds a tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it and beat a more physical team. Nice job sticking up and bowing their necks to this defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Evans. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And the Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Lasso! Lasso! They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things. Like, understand the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. Play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores, when you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Okay, Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do.
32 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Dogs want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're
on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do